So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We are going to talk about Arsenal potentially renewing Saka, Saliba, Gabriel Martinelli's contracts. As I record this, it is 5:30 on Thursday. You're watching this on Friday. So, before you all start going, oh, you're drinking beer at 8 a.m., I'm not. It's actually nearly 5:45 Spanish time. Happy Friday, guys. Cheers. But before we get into that, let me divert your attention to what we've got coming up. Potentially doing a show with Terry today, waiting on a text back for that. He's obviously in Qatar at the moment, smashing it. Big up to the Football Terrace. We'll be definitely live with Rants 5 p.m. UK time on his Twitch. And then I'm on here with Henry Wright TV. Not sure exactly what time. I'm going to text him as soon as I've recorded this and find out, but it will be at some point today. Make sure you check out the second channel. It's in there as More Lee Gunner in the description box. Go and check that out. I will be uploading from January. I'll be doing a reaction channel. 6,500 subs. Big up to all of you who have subscribed. 6.5K. There is videos on there, vlogs from last year, so you can go and check them out while you're waiting until January. But I will be reacting to everything and anything, not just sport, politics, anything. I can react to the top 10 beers in Spain. I can react to everyone else's videos. It's going to be lit. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, football has a ceiling. Talking about anything doesn't. There's no ceiling. It's global. It's worldwide. It's any topic I can talk about. If I fancy talking about politics, I'll talk about politics. Anything that's trending, I'll be talking about anything that I want that's trending. If you've got ideas of videos that you want me to go and react to, I can do that as well. So do get yourselves over there. I am looking for somebody to help me with the editing as well. And slide into my emails with your portfolio of your editing skills. I want loads of jump cuts. I want loads of noises. I want loads of words. So stick your portfolio in the email. It's down there, leegunnermk82@gmail.com. Anyway, Fabrizio Romano, yesterday, provided us a bit of an update with this situations with the three players named in the title, Saka, Saliba, Martinelli. Apparently, I did know this because I keep saying it. And this is what I find slightly annoying with these situations about these three players. We have been negotiating with Saka's agent since February. That is nearly a year. A whole year, nearly 10 months, we have been negotiating on a new deal. But he does want to stay, apparently. He does want to stay. If he wants to stay that badly, why has it taken a year and we're still ain't signed? Like, that makes no sense. Like, listen, I know he's been fantastic. I'm big up to Bukayo Saka. I really like him as a footballer. People say, oh, yeah, but you've got an agenda against him. No, I ain't. I just want him to score more goals. Now he's doing that. Sweet. That's all I want. And he's smashed it. He's absolutely smashed it. Not just for Arsenal, but for England as well. And I know England were embarrassed and all of that with the Kane penalty, getting knocked out. But Bukayo Saka actually had a very good World Cup. He's been our player of the season 2 years straight. He started this season on fire. One of the reasons why we are top of the table. And he will be a massive, massive plus if we can get him signed up to a new contract. Now, there was a lot of talk a couple of months ago saying that he wants 200 grand a week and he wants to be this, he wants to be that. Cool. I'm cool with that. Fantastic. Is he worth 200 grand a week? Well, currently, off of the last 2 seasons that he's played, plus the bit of this one, the third of this one, or just over a third of this one, you'd have to say yes. You'd have to say yes. When you look around the Premier League and see players like Jadon Sancho, for example, on about 300 grand a week, who's training on his own because he ain't fit enough to play for Man United. What? Like, real talk, you have to ask yourself the question. If he's worth 300, then Saka's definitely worth 2, right? And I know it's a different football club, but Jesus is apparently our highest paid player. He's on 200 grand a week. He is equally as important. So, yes, it's a lot of money. Yes, he could go off the rails after, but I don't think he will. I've seen enough of Bukayo Saka to know that he's extremely grounded, extremely humble, and seems like a genuinely nice person. And he's super head screwed on. So big up to him. Hopefully he does sign the contract. Fabrizio said that we're close on that. He wants to stay. The club want him to stay, and they're going all out to keep him to stay at the football club. We're not open to any offers on him whatsoever, etc., etc., etc. So let me know what you think's taken so long. Like, if Arsenal want to keep him and he wants to stay, how's it taken a year negotiating? Makes no sense. Leave it in the comments and let me know your thoughts and feelings on that. Let's move on to William Saliba. This was very telling what Fabrizio said. He said, unlike Bukayo Saka, Arsenal actually need to repair the relationship between the player the agent and the club. Why would he need to repair the relationship? Because he said after his loan move to Marseille, the player, the club, and the agent, they need to repair that relationship. But I was told by a lot of top gooners and super fans that he was happy to go to Marseille. He was happy. Arsenal were happy. Everyone was happy. I'm happy. Do, do, do. Why is that now not the case then? How comes they have to repair that relation? What went wrong then? Because I thought everyone was happy. Oh, maybe everyone was lying and he wasn't happy. Just maybe, just a thought. I did tell people this when it happened, by the way. I said, he ain't going to be here. He ain't going to sign. Whether he signs or not still remains to be seen. But one thing we do know about this guy, he is a special type of player. He is a top class centre-back who deserves to be on top dollar. Yeah, and I don't care whether people say, oh, he's made a few mistakes. He scored no goal. I don't care. Genuinely don't care. I have seen enough of this lad over the last couple of seasons to see that this guy is going to be one special centre-back for many, many years to come. And I really hope he signs for Arsenal. But at the same time, when I was sat on a show, I was on a watch-along with Ola, and we were doing the game, and I said, he's still inside the contract. I said, I don't think he wants to be here. Like, why would he? He's got no affiliation to Arsenal. He's not got that chemistry with the fans necessarily. Then, yes, we've made a song for him, but he hasn't got that chemistry that Saka's got. He hasn't got that chemistry with the club or the manager. He doesn't owe Arsenal anything. And we've loaned him out 3 times. So why would he sign? If clubs come in for him that are Real Madrid, the PSGs and Man Cities of this world, if I was him, genuinely, I would leave. Like, real talk. I'm just putting that out there. I would genuinely leave because he doesn't owe us anything. And I think the way we treated him is the reason why they need to repair that situation. So I don't know. Listen, hopefully he signs as well. But Fabrizio saying the offer's on the table for him, but the situation, the relationship needs to be repaired somewhat. So I don't know. Again, leave it in the comment section. Is it the free loans? Is it because he thought he was good enough to play and we were playing Kolasinac, Callum Chambers, Mustafi all over him, Marie, Xhaka at centre-back, El Neni at centre-back over him? Maybe that's why the relationship needs to be repaired. I did tell everyone this, but I was toxic and negative. Now Fabrizio Romano's saying it. What do I know? Anyway, leave that in the comment section. Last but by no means least, Gabriel Martinelli has a contract until 2024 with an option to sign an extra year, or for the club to sign him for an extra year until 2025. But he did only sign a contract recently, I believe. I'm sure he signed one fairly recently, but his contract does expire in 2024. We have an option to extend that an extra year, but the club are trying extremely hard to renegotiate terms on that contract to give him a little bit more money because he's not one of our highest paid players. He's not in the 100 grand bracket. He's on about 84 grand a week, according to one report I read earlier, which, listen, is still a lot of money, but he is only 21. But with his emergence in the first team this season, bosh, smashing it. After he'd already smashed it anyway and should have been playing first team football way before this season on a regular basis. But he is now one of the mainstays in our team. He's one of the reasons we're flying high, and he's one of the reasons we're top of the table playing good football. Yeah, because he is absolutely brilliant. I love watching this kid play football. Yeah, he's one of them that gets you off your seat. We haven't had many players like that for many, many years. Last one was probably Alexis Sanchez. But we haven't had players like Gabriel Martinelli at this football club. And you get that little bit of stardust sprinkled on the team. When he gets the ball, he's direct, he's quick, he's fast, he can score goals, left foot, right foot, screamers, headers, the lot. I love his attitude. I love the way he plays football. I love how talented he is. And Arsenal are said to have an offer on the table to put him on better terms. Same length of contract till 24 with the option of 25, but with better terms. So hopefully we get all 3 of these signed up, because all 3 of them are the future of the club. All 3 of them are absolutely superb. And all 3 of them deserve to be on top dollar. I think they've done enough, all of them, to warrant getting paid more money than they're actually getting paid. And listen, all 3 of them are big reasons why we are top of the table at the moment. Whether we remain there or not remains to be seen. But they are massive to our starting 11. So put them on starting 11, Arsenal, top team, one of the top teams in Europe, wages. Don't pay these kids peanuts just because they're kids. They've done enough. Martinelli, Saliba, Saka, all 21 years old. They have all done enough in the last couple of years to warrant getting paid big boy dough. If they're good enough to play for Arsenal first 11 week in, week out, and have a high standard, a high level that they hit pretty much most weeks, then give them the high wages. Yeah, I'm all for that. And I think that we should be doing that as a football club. So it's nice to see and hear Fabrizio saying that we are actually doing that. Whether any of them sign or not remains to be seen. Like I said, Saka has been stalling on a contract renewal for nearly a year. Why? Don't know. Saliba owes Arsenal nothing and has been pissed around for over 2 years. And Gabriel Martinelli, well, he's Brazilian. At some point, he's going to want to play for Madrid or Barcelona. Just putting that out there. But anyway, on that bombshell, leave it all in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Do smash the likes up. You can drop donations into the chat via the thanks option. And do subscribe to all the socials and send your portfolios in for editing for the YouTube channel, which is in the description as well. More League Gunner. Go and check it out. We're out of here. Adios, amigos. I'm back later with Henry Wright. Ciao.